Lila and Chloe were best friends. They could trust each other with all their secrets. But at some point, their friendship ended. They became not only rivals, but also enemies. The fact is that both Lila and Chloe had their own business, and they competed with each other. If one opened her own company in New York, the second did the same so that the first did not get all the clients. Many times they framed each other, made anti-ads, and hired copywriters to write bad reviews. Because of this, Chloe and Lila had already forgotten what close friends they were in high school and college. One day, the women came to their small hometown to visit their parents. Both were unpleasantly surprised. The city was dirty and unkempt. Many buildings looked as if there had recently been a war. Both realized that if they ennobled the city, they would get a good advertisement, as well as possibly a tender. But things got even worse. If Chloe hired workers to clean up the park, then Lila could pay vandals to make all of Chloe's work come to naught. And if Lila hired a team to paint houses, then Chloe paid a competitor company to repaint houses in dirty and gloomy colors. And so it happened that thanks to the efforts of Chloe and Lila, the city began to look even worse, and people were completely angry with them. When they met, they could insult women and write bad reviews about them on the urban internet public. This affected Chloe and Lila's companies because their income began to decline. They could not accept that the reason for the hatred was within them. It was easier for them to blame all the failures on each other and get even angrier. One day, Lila went to the store with her mother, and at the entrance she saw two old women arguing. "You old fool, I asked you to buy sugar-free cookies. You didn't ask for anything. You never listened to me. I'll buy you a hearing aid. What's going on here?" Lila decided to intervene. The elderly women looked back at her, and one of them said, "Yes, we are quarreling as always. She's been bothering me my whole life." "But why don't you communicate?" Lila asked. And the old ladies explained that they have been friends since childhood, and they quarrel from time to time, but they never forget who they really are to each other. Despite the quarrels, they managed to maintain their friendship. And now that they're alone, helping each other out, and even living together, it's easier to do the housekeeping. Only friendship can unite and bring valuable and important results. And all these squabbles only separate people and bring nothing but sorrow. Lila thought about it and felt ashamed of what she had done to Chloe. For the first time in many years, she wrote a kind message to her and asked for forgiveness for everything. Chloe was surprised to read the message, but also apologized to Lila. They met and had a good conversation. Women decided to unite to save their hometown, and thanks to joint efforts, they succeeded. The city has become beautiful and well-groomed. For this, they both received a tender and decided to use it to open a joint branch in their hometown. Friends can always help, and during quarrels with them, do not wish them harm. It is important at such moments to remember that this is a close person who will come to your aid more than once.